Kids need informed adult help with as they grow. Each child depends on you all to know their web of needs and how and when to fill them well enough. A family's nurturance level, low greater than high, measures how well the needs of all members are filled as their family evolves. Many of kids' developmental needs are concurrent, which can overwhelm kids and caregivers alike. Some needs are more primal and impactful than others. Kids acting out is often an inarticulate cry for help with this heavy load, for typical boys and girls lack the understanding and vocabulary to say what they need. This summary worksheet doesn't attempt to suggest what age kids should be at to best fill particular needs. Many caregivers and family supporters can't describe A. all these needs, B. when they're best filled as a child develops, or C. how to best fill them. This risks ineffective caregiving, and dependent kids developing significant psychological wounds and crippling knowledge deficits. Reality check this summary. C. If you needed knowledgeable adult help to fill each of these developmental needs to become an independent adult, and C. whether you got enough competent adult help filling them. Then picture each minor child you care about one at a time, and reflect on how you adults are progressing in filling each of these vital needs for them, so far. A primal need of all kids and teens is to have had two holistically healthy parents. Wisely choose if and when to conceive or adopt a baby. Many survivors of low nurturance, dysfunctional childhoods can't do this, which promotes recreating low nurturance environments for their own kids and grandkids. Self-improvement lesson 4 in this website is about making wise mate selection choices. Lesson 5 is about evolving a high nurturance home and family. A core need underlying all the needs below is to form a secure attachment bond in early years with a primary caregiver, e.g. mother. Without that, filling other development needs is significantly harder. Option: test yourself. Before reviewing this inventory, write down as many normal child development needs as you can. Then compare your list with the one below. This need checklist is not exhaustive or prioritized. Option: try rank ordering these by importance to you, your kids, if any, and in general. Typical young kids need to learn awareness and self-management skills, and communication and social relationship skills, and practical skills, and knowledge about people, history, and the world. Awareness and self-management skills. 1. Learn how to be objectively aware of what's going on inside themselves, inside other people, empathy between them and other people, and in an environment around them and other people. Now and over time. The personal value of these awarenesses is proportional to accurate knowledge of people and the world. Alternative is suffering the dominance of a short-sighted, reactive group of subselves called, here, false selves. Filling this keystone need is unlikely if one or more caregivers are often controlled by false selves. The wide scope of common social problems suggests this is common in most families. 3. Learn how to understand and recognize _normal and _excessive shame, low self-esteem, and how to convert excessive shame into stable, non-egotistical pride and self-respect. And typical young kids need to. 4. Learn how to understand and recognize normal and excessive guilts, and how to identify life rules, shoulds, have-tos, musts, can'ts, etc., inherited from other people, and revise or replace them with thoughtful personal rules. 5. Learn how to value and manage anxiety, worry, and fears, and 6. Learn how to see their inner and outer worlds as they really are, rather than distorting reality, e.g. denial, numbing, catastrophic, idealizing, etc. 7. Learn how to accurately discern who and what to trust, and how to adapt to people, ideas, and circumstances they don't trust enough. This includes learning to trust their own judgment and abilities, and 8. Learn how to feel, receive, and give love, including non-egotistical self-love, and 9. Learn how to think critically, objectively, clearly and independently, in order to make realistic sense out of the world and make wise daily decisions. This includes many sub-needs, like mastering abstract, non-concrete, thinking, sorting and synthesizing unrelated ideas, discerning information patterns, and effective logical deduction. More self-management skills young kids need help to develop. 10. Learn how to understand and manage inner pain in healthy ways, versus numbing, addictions, aggression, affairs, denial, hyperactivity, gangs, and/or depression, and 11. Forge a realistic personal identity to satisfy the primal questions: who am I? And how am I like and different from my parents, grandparents, and other males and females? Part of this developmental need is evolving a stable, healthy way to separate themselves from their caregivers' needs and visions of who they wanted the child to be. Filling this need includes each child identifying and accepting his or her unique talents and limitations without undue guilt, shame, and anxiety. 12. Learn how to recognize and grieve significant physical and invisible losses, broken bonds, and 13. Learn how to feel, name, and express their emotions in socially acceptable ways, and 4. Learn how to differentiate, recognize, and use frustrations and anger, and 15. Learn to understand, value, and care effectively for their changing body in order to promote ongoing holistic health and healing. This includes learning to make responsible, healthy decisions about sex and child conception, and beginning to learn fundamental ideas about child, human, and family development and high nurturance, effective parenting. And young kids also need to 16. Learn how to make balanced decisions between short-term pleasure versus long-term safety and satisfaction, pleasing others versus themselves, attitudes of pessimism, idealism, and realistic optimism, and learn to balance work, play, and rest. 17. Learn how to recognize surface needs from underlying primary needs, and 18. Learn how to set realistic goals and to make viable plans to reach them, and 19. Learn how to accept and learn from their mistakes and failures, rather than shaming themselves. And kids need to 20. Evolve meaningful answers to core life questions about spirituality and religion, life and cosmic origins, destiny, fate, good and evil, and death. And learn to revere, trust, and include the spiritual part of themselves in life decisions, and 21. Learn to want to take full responsibility for the outcomes of their decisions and behaviors without coaching. Popular alternatives are denial, projection, repression, blaming, forgetting, explaining, justifying, confusion, etc., and 22. Learn how to learn, evaluate, retain, sort and prioritize, and apply new information, and how and where to get needed information, and learn how to make their own minds up about themselves and the world, rather than blindly accepting other people's beliefs and truths, and learn how to unlearn old attitudes, beliefs, habits, and values that no longer fit current life reality and goals, and 23. Evolve an authentic, versus borrowed or rote, framework of ethics and morals to discern what's right and wrong, and good and bad in any situation, and learn how to apply those judgments effectively toward filling daily and long-range needs. 24. Learn how to ask for and accept human and spiritual help without excessive guilt, shame, and anxieties, when life becomes chaotic and overwhelming. 25. Evolve a meaningful plan about where they want their life to go in the next several years and beyond. The alternative is living each day as a random experience, with no plan or life purpose. This risks David Campbell's wry observation fitting: if you don't know where you're going, you'll probably wind up somewhere else. 26. And over time, kids need to learn to live comfortably enough with ambiguity and insecurity, and to forge credible enough answers to the eternal questions about conception and life, aging, death, origins, God, evil, senseless change, trauma, joy, hope, love, miracles, and epiphanies. Pause and notice what you're thinking and feeling now. Did each or your parents get all these developmental needs filled by their childhood caregivers? And girls and boys also need emphatic adult help to learn communication and social skills. 27. Learn how to communicate effectively with other people in calm, intimate, and conflict settings. This comes from learning the answers to these quiz items. And young kids and teens need to 28. Learn and practice effective social and relationship skills like tact, diplomacy, asserting, confronting, teamwork, cooperation, empathy, gender differences, initiative, handling silence, handling rejection, bonding negotiation, boundaries, tolerance, problem solving, leadership, risking, competing, distrust, breaking up, sharing, compromising, friendship, loneliness, dating, authenticity, impulsiveness, dislike, honesty. Learning these skills requires being able to answer these questions about relationships. Growing kids also need to 29. Learn how to respectfully grant other able people full responsibility for their decisions, behaviors, feelings, health, and welfare, rather than trying to rescue or save them, and 30. Learn how to understand, negotiate, and balance the norms and responsibilities of common social roles, like child, student, citizen, employee, spiritual being, grandchild, friend, team member, taxpayer, independent woman, sibling, sexual partner, neighbor, consumer, debtor. 31. Learn to know and respect social laws, and to respect, versus fear, professionals who enforce social laws. A vital fourth part of developing kids, teens, needs is to learn practical skills. 32. The range of skills varies by kids' family, social, and geographic environments. Typical common skills they need help to learn include acquiring and holding stable jobs and preparing to become self-supporting, earning, budgeting, investing, spending, and saving money, driving and maintaining one or more types of vehicle, evaluating, buying, and preparing food, and maintain a healthy diet, acquiring and caring for clothing and personal gear, preparing to choose and maintain a dwelling. More practical skills young kids need to learn. Seek and benefit from post-high school education. Evaluate and select appropriate insurance. How to use local and long-distance modes of travel. How and when to use appropriate health and medical services. Pause again, and notice what you're thinking and feeling now. The fifth group of needs developing kids must fill are to learn about people, history, and the world. 33. To live independently, typical kids need adult help over 18 years and gaining at least a high school education on a wide range of topics. If successful, this prepares fortunate children for a college or trade school education. 34. Add other developmental needs you feel should be included. 35. Evolve autonomy and self-confidence from filling all these needs well enough over many years, and use those to leave home without undue anxiety, guilt, and confusions. This is a family system project, not an individual one. Notice how you feel now, and where your thoughts go. Have you ever seen a summary of kids' developmental needs like this? How likely is it that typical parents and grandparents could spontaneously describe and monitor all these needs? Could your parents describe them? How does this summary of needs compare with your own ideas? Note that family systems, like yours, have developmental challenges and stages just like persons do. Family adults are challenged with simultaneously managing personal plus family plus kids plus grandkids developments. 2 keys to meeting this lifelong challenge are family members helping each other develop personal awareness and knowledge. Are your family adults doing this?